Medical care has come a long way since the start of the baby boom. Fisher & Paykel became the name in every Kiwi home, then branched out into medical equipment by designing a humidifier for patients on hospital ventilators. It was called the AG2, after the jar. Fisher & Paykel committed research and development money to the prototype glass jar. Soon the whiteware maker was in the medical market.
The business started back more than 40 years ago with a heated humidifier that was developed here in Auckland, and that technology has really served as a basis for the development of the business over the last 40 years.
Fisher & Paykel Healthcare split from appliances in 2001 and is now valued at $500 million. They employ 1,700 people at their Auckland site, with nearly a quarter of them working in research and development.
We've created an environment, both physical and mentally, if you like, that encourages innovation and to provide the resources necessary to be able to conduct effective research and development. We have laboratories and workshops and the like that are designed specifically for that purpose, and we encourage people to work in teams and to focus on particular patient groups or particular medical conditions that allow them to really understand what's needed, and in conjunction with working with clinicians to come up with solutions.
These are our rapid prototype machines, or commonly known as 3D printers these days. These particular ones operate on a principle called fused deposition modelling, which means that they melt a plastic and deposit it or extrude it in layers to build up the part. This particular method gives you parts which are quite representative of real moulded parts, about 80% of the strength of a real part.
The 3D printer allows prototypes that would have taken weeks to create to be printed as soon as they're designed. It's a fast track for innovation.
So we can work on our model, make some changes, and then print it overnight and come in the next morning and actually try them on either models like this or on ourselves.
Ministry of Science and Innovation funding is helping further research into breathing devices for hospitals and sleep apnea sufferers.
It's estimated there could be 60 million people in the more developed world with obstructive sleep apnea. We think around 10 million of those have been diagnosed so far.
People with obstructive sleep apnea constantly wake up because their airway closes and they stop breathing. A constant flow of air in and out of the lungs creates positive pressure to keep their windpipe open. Fisher & Paykel's humidification technology stops a patient's airways drying out, and their latest development may become iconic for apnea sufferers.
Icon is our newest product range. It's designed to appeal psychologically to the patient. It looks like it belongs in the bedroom, looks a bit like a bedside clock radio, and it also has a number of physiologically important features to treat the patient and to help them be comfortable with their treatment and be compliant or stay with the treatment, because that can be an issue.
Along with their focus on humidification and sleep apnea, the company exports their high-tech infant resuscitation Cozy Cot to neonatal departments around the world. And their latest medical breakthrough brings their humidification techniques to keyhole surgery. The cold, dry air surgeons use to push organs apart can cause hypothermia and scarring, a problem Fisher & Paykel solved by bringing humidifiers into surgery. Innovation has come a long way since the preserving jar.